Hi, and welcome to English-Fabule. Are you learning English? Great. Let's learn English with a very interesting story. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Let's get started.
Hello, and welcome to this exploration of silence. We invite you to think about quiet, true quiet. What does it feel like for you? Have you ever been somewhere very peaceful, where the sounds were soft or far away, maybe in nature or a quiet room? Or perhaps you felt a deep peace inside your mind, even if it was for just a moment. This feeling of quiet, of silence, is something many people want today. In our modern world, noise is everywhere. We are surrounded by sounds, traffic, machines, talking, music playing constantly. Our phones and computers constantly give us new information, notifications, and messages, filling our attention. Inside our own heads, our thoughts can race and worry, creating a lot of internal noise, a busy chatter that never seems to stop. This constant busyness and noise can be difficult for us. It can make us feel tired, stressed, unable to focus well, or disconnected from ourselves and others. Many of us feel a strong desire to find a break from this noise, a chance to rest our minds and bodies and find some calm. But silence is more than just a break from noise. It is more than just the simple absence of sound or the stopping of thoughts. We want to show you that silence is a presence. It is something valuable that can be with you, not an empty space. It is full in its own way, full of possibility and peace. This presence of silence can help us in many ways. It can help us heal from the stress of constant noise. It can help us see things more clearly, like finding a path through fog or seeing details you missed before. It can bring a sense of deep peace and calm that stays with us. Silence can be a powerful friend and guide in a noisy world. This book is a guide to finding and using this power of silence. First, we will help you understand the different kinds of noise that affect us every day. The sounds around us, the overwhelming amount of information, and the busy chatter in our minds. Then, the book will give you simple ideas and practices you can use. It will show you how to notice noise when it happens and how it affects you. It will teach you how to tune in to the moments of quiet that are already there, hiding in plain sight. You will learn how to create more quiet spaces in your day and in your thoughts. We will explore why quiet time is so good for your health, your thinking, and your feelings. We will also look at how silence can help you understand yourself better and connect more deeply with the world and the people around you. Silence is always possible, even in the loudest times and places. This book will help you discover how to find its special value and bring more peace and clarity into your life. It is an invitation to a different way of being in the world. 2. Too much noise. Noise is not just sound you hear with your ears. There are three main kinds of noise that fill our lives today. Understanding these helps us see why silence is important. One kind is sounds. This is loud auditory noise from cars, planes, machines, or busy places. It is the sound level around us, and it is often getting louder. Another kind is too much information. We see and hear so much every day from phones, computers, and the internet. This is informational noise. Our brains get much more information than they can easily handle. This makes it very hard to pay attention to one thing for long. The third kind is noise inside your head. This is internal noise. It is the constant thinking, worrying, and talking to ourselves. External sounds and information can make this inner chatter even louder. This noise makes it hard to listen to our own quiet thoughts or the world around us. All these types of noise act like unwanted distractions. They interfere with what we are trying to do or feel. It is hard to focus deeply when there is so much interference. Our society often seems to like noise. Many people think being busy and making noise means progress. We measure progress often with things like how much we produce or sell, which is called gross domestic product. This measure counts things that often create noise, like factories or selling many products. But it does not count quiet things like having time to rest or the peace of a forest. So, in this way of thinking, quiet seems to have no value. Too much noise has bad effects on us. It makes it hard to rest our minds and bodies. Constant noise can make us feel stressed and tired. It makes it harder to think clearly, be creative, or remember things well. We might feel anxious or unable to just be quiet. Think about a man named Cyrus. He had a very busy and successful life as a politician with many sounds, information, and thoughts. But he felt that the noise inside him, his worries and distractions, was stopping him. He wanted to hear his own deeper thoughts and intuition more clearly. So, he chose to leave his busy life to join a religious group that values quiet. He wanted to escape the overwhelming noise and find a different way to live, one that allowed him to make choices from his heart. His story shows that even a life that looks good from the outside can feel too noisy inside. It makes us ask if our idea of progress is good if it means we lose our inner quiet. 3. What is true quiet? When we think about quiet, we often think of no sound. But is that really it? Can there ever be zero sound? Even in a very quiet place, you can still hear your body, like your heart beating or your breath. So true quiet is not just no sound at all. It is more about the absence of noise. Noise is unwanted sound, or too much information, or too many thoughts in our head. True quiet is when these things are not bothering us. One person said that quiet is simply what someone feels is quiet. It is different for everyone. Many people who have thought deeply about this say that silence is not empty. It is an active presence. It helps us think clearly. It helps us understand things better. It is like a space that allows us to really listen and see. It can help us know what is important inside our heart. Different people describe this feeling in different ways. One religious leader said, silence helps you ask yourself important questions. Another person felt silence is not silent, but full of life, just quiet from thoughts about yourself. Someone else said, silence is a feeling of calm, where you do not feel pulled this way or that. Silence can be found even when there is noise around. Think about a flower that grows in mud but is still beautiful. In the same way, we can find quiet inside ourselves, even in difficult or noisy situations. A man named Jarvis J. Masters, who is in prison where it is very noisy, found quiet by controlling his own thoughts and feelings about the noise. He learned to be calm inside. Sometimes, a mother in a loud hospital room with her sick baby can find a moment of quiet just by feeling her baby's heartbeat. These moments show that quiet can come from surprising places. It is about finding a sense of peace inside, not just having no sound outside. This inner quiet helps us see what is right. It helps us make good choices. It connects our inner peace to understanding and kindness for others. It is a powerful thing. 4. Quiet helps your body and mind. Too much noise is not good for your body. When there is loud noise for a long time, it can make your body feel stressed. Your heart might beat faster, and you might feel worried or tired. Long ago, a nurse named Florence Nightingale saw this. She said loud noise was bad for people who were sick. Science today agrees with her. Noise can make it hard to sleep and can even cause problems for your heart over time. But quiet is good for your body. When you are in quiet, your body can relax. Your heart rate can slow down. Your body can stop making so many stress chemicals. Quiet helps your body rest and get stronger, like when people need quiet time to get better after being sick. Quiet is also very helpful for your mind. It helps you think better. Your brain can focus more easily when there is less noise. It is like turning down the volume on distractions. When your mind is quiet, you can pay attention better and remember things more easily. Sometimes, when you are doing something you really enjoy, your mind feels very focused and quiet. People call this being in the zone or in a state of flow. When you are in flow, you are not thinking about other things or worrying about yourself. You are just doing the activity. This quiet in the mind helps you do your best. Scientists are learning about how the brain works in quiet. They see that when you are resting or focused, certain parts of your brain can become less busy. Other parts, like those that help you pay attention, work better. Studies also show that quiet can even help your brain make new cells, which is good for learning and memory. So, quiet is not just about your ears. It helps your whole body feel calm and strong. It helps your mind stay clear and focused. Finding quiet moments helps both your body and your mind work in a healthy way. 5. Quiet can be scary. Silence is not always comfortable. For many people, being in a very quiet place can even feel a little scary. They might not like it. Why do some people feel this way about quiet? Think about when you are in silence. Often you are by yourself. This means you are alone with your own thoughts. Our minds are usually full of thoughts, ideas, worries, and memories. This is like a kind of noise inside our heads. When there is noise outside, like traffic or music, it is easier to not listen to the noise inside. We can use the outside noise to distract ourselves. But when the outside is quiet, the noise inside can seem much louder. It is hard to ignore. Sometimes these thoughts are not easy. They might be about things we are worried about, or past problems, or things that make us feel sad or angry. It can feel difficult or even frightening to just sit and listen to all these thoughts and feelings without trying to push them away. Silence can feel like a space where difficult emotions come to the surface. For example, imagine someone who has lost a friend or family member. There is a lot of sadness, called grief. When life is busy and noisy, it might be possible to feel less of the grief for a little while. But in silence, the grief can feel very strong. It is right there, and there is nothing to hide it. This can be painful and scary because it means feeling the full weight of the sadness. But facing these feelings in silence is an important part of healing. It allows the person to feel the loss completely, which helps in the long run. Silence also helps us learn about ourselves in a deep way. When the noise stops, both outside and inside, we start to hear something different. This is like our true self, or our intuition. Who are you when you are not busy doing things? What do you really believe? What do you truly want from your life, not what others want for you? Silence gives us a chance to ask these big questions. Sometimes the answers that come in silence can be surprising. They might be things we did not know about ourselves, or things we were afraid to know. Facing these inner truths takes bravery. It is challenging to look closely at your own mind and heart, especially if you find things you don't like. But by accepting this challenge and spending time in silence, you can find new strength. You learn how to be with yourself, even when it is hard. This process helps you understand your feelings, your needs, and your values better. It is a way of self-discovery. This understanding and acceptance of yourself is a kind of wisdom. So, while quiet can feel scary because it asks us to face our inner world and difficult feelings, it is also a very important space for growth. It helps us process emotions like grief and learn deep truths about who we are. Facing the quiet is not easy, but it can make you a stronger and wiser person. It shows you that silence is not just empty, it is full of possibilities for understanding yourself. 6 easy ways to find quiet. Sometimes finding quiet seems hard. The world is full of noise from cars, people, and machines. But it is possible to find quiet even in very noisy places. Think about a man named Jarvis J. Masters. He lives in a prison, which can be a very loud place. But he learned to find quiet inside himself. Jarvis found that his own thoughts and feelings were often the biggest noise. He learned to quiet his response to the noise around him. This is a key idea. You can change how you react to noise, even if you cannot stop the sound itself. You have a sphere of control, things you can choose. Your inner reaction is one of them. Finding quiet is not always about stopping all sound. It is about finding a feeling of peace inside your mind. You have control over your inner world. You can start with small, easy things every day to find moments of quiet. These are not hard rules, just ideas to try. Here are some simple ways to find quiet moments. First, just listen. Try listening carefully to the sounds around you right now. Or listen to the sounds inside you, like your breath. When you listen carefully, not just to sounds, but also to your body and feelings, you become more present. This helps your mind become quiet. Second, look for small gifts of silence. Maybe the street outside becomes quiet for a moment, or a machine stops making noise. Enjoy these little pauses. See them as small gifts of peace. Third, pay attention to your breath. You are always breathing. Just notice 3 breaths. Follow the air in and out. This simple act can bring a small moment of quiet calm. Fourth, find quiet in movement. When you walk, pay attention to your steps and how your body feels. Or try a simple stretching exercise. Being focused on your body can help quiet a busy mind. Even a short walk can help. When you focus on walking, your mind is less busy with worries. Fifth, take small pauses. Before you start something new, or before you open an email, take one deep breath. This honors the space between actions and creates a small moment of quiet. Sixth, make a simple task special. When you make tea or wash your hands, do it slowly. Pay attention to the water, the smell, the feeling. This can be a quiet ritual in your day. Seventh, read a book without distractions. Reading, especially for a while without checking your phone, can help your mind focus deeply and become quiet. 8. Spend a short time in nature. Look at a tree, a flower, or the sky. Listen to birds. Connecting with nature, even for a minute or two, can bring a feeling of peace and quiet inside. Ninth, make quiet spaces or times for yourself. You can choose a special place in your home, like a quiet chair, or choose a special time, like 5 minutes each morning or before bed, just for quiet. 10th, try to be okay with noise. You cannot stop all noise in the world. When you hear noise, just notice it. Don't let it make you angry or stressed. This is like making friends with the noise. It can help you feel calmer, even when it is loud. Try different ideas and see what feels good for you. Finding quiet should feel enjoyable, not like a hard job. It is not about being perfect, but about finding moments of peace. These small moments of quiet can make a big difference in your day and in how you feel. 7. More quiet with others. Silence is not only for when you are by yourself. You can find quiet with other people too. Sometimes being quiet together can be a very strong and helpful experience. One way to find deeper quiet with others is to go away from busy places. This could be a quiet trip, like a retreat for a few days. Or it could be spending time in nature with friends or family, perhaps walking in a forest or by a quiet lake. When you are away from the usual noise together, it helps everyone feel calmer inside. It can help you see things more clearly and feel more connected to nature and each other. People on special quiet trips often find new ideas or feel a deep sense of peace. Quiet can also be very useful where you work. In many offices today, there is a lot of noise and people are always busy. But when teams take quiet moments, it helps everyone focus better on their tasks. For example, starting a meeting with a short quiet time can help everyone listen more carefully later. This kind of shared quiet helps people collaborate well and find good solutions to problems. It is not just about not talking. It is about making space for clear thinking and truly hearing others. When people have different ideas or disagree strongly, quiet can help them understand each other better. Groups who need to solve problems together sometimes use quiet time. For example, the Quaker people use silence in their meetings when they make important decisions. This quiet time helps them calm down and listen to each other's real feelings and thoughts. It gives space to find a way forward that everyone in the group can feel good about, not just winning an argument. In your home and with friends, having quiet moments together can make your relationship stronger. It doesn't need to be long. You can just sit quietly side by side for a few minutes. Or do a calm activity together, like drawing or looking at the stars, without talking constantly. This time without lots of noise helps you feel closer to the people you care about. It shows that you value being present with them, simply being there. These shared quiet times can be very special. When you experience silence with others, it can feel like a deeper connection than talking all the time. It helps everyone involved feel more centered and peaceful together. It shows that quiet is a valuable gift we can share, not just something we must find alone. 8. Making a quieter world. After thinking about silence for a long time, we see it is very important for us all. It is not just a lack of sound. It is a special presence that helps us in many ways. Silence helps our bodies relax and heal. It helps our minds think clearly and remember better. Sometimes finding quiet is hard or feels a little scary, but staying with it can help us understand ourselves more deeply. We have learned simple ways to find quiet alone, like mindful breathing or listening carefully to sounds. We also found ways to share quiet with friends and family, which can make our relationships stronger. Now, let's think bigger. Let's think about making a quieter world for everyone, for all people. Imagine a society where quiet is a value, something we want to keep and protect, just like we protect clean water or beautiful forests. A world where quiet is seen as necessary for people's health and happiness. How can we work towards this? Our cities and governments can help. We can ask for more quiet places in public spaces, maybe small parks where cars cannot go, or quiet corners in libraries and museums. Some places already have noise rules, but we can do more to make quiet parts of cities feel safe and easy to find. We also need to think about technology. Our phones and computers give us so much information, like a big wave. This constant flow creates noise that makes it hard to focus. We can ask if new technologies are good for our minds and our attention. Like testing food for health, maybe we need to test technology for how it affects our quiet time and our well-being. We can also change how we measure if our society is doing well. We often use money and how much we make, but we can also look at how healthy and happy people are. If we measure well-being, then having time for quiet and rest becomes something important for the whole country. Another important step is how we talk and decide things together. In groups, everyone sometimes talks at once. Learning to be quiet together before talking can help us listen better and find good ideas. Some older traditions used silence in meetings to find agreement and understanding. We can learn from cultures around the world that value quiet. In Bali, they have a special day called Nyepi, a day of silence for the whole island. It is a reset time. Many cultures also have old ideas that deep quiet is not empty. It is a space where you can hear important things about life and the world. So, the journey to a quieter world starts with each person. We can begin by noticing the noise around us, the sounds, the endless information, the busy thoughts. Then we can choose to tune in to silence. Look for small moments of quiet each day. Practice being still. even for a short time. Listen to the quiet inside you and outside. When you notice noise and actively tune into silence, you will discover its many benefits for yourself. And as more people do this, we can together help create a quieter, more peaceful world for everyone. What is one simple thing you can do today to bring a little more quiet into your life?
Hey there! Just a second before you go. If you learned something new today, please give this video a like, write your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second, and it really, really helps to create even better English videos for you. Your support means the world. Thank you.